Hello everybody, WersD here, and it's time for another video game review. Today's topic, Need for Speed Shift, the latest installment in the Need for Speed series. Now you can see here at the main menu, we got Career, which is pretty straightforward. We got Quick Race, where you can go into the menus, set up your race, set up how many opponents you want, what tracks, and even what time of day. Got your Xbox Live, got your events, which are like special events that can be hosted over Xbox Live. But something cool I want to look into, the driver profile. Now to someone who's looking at this for the very first time, they're probably wondering, what in God's name is this? At the top, you'll notice your win and loss record for both offline and online races. To the left is offline and to the right is online. And to the left of that, you will notice your gamer tag followed by a certain type of badge. Now this badge goes up as you level up in the game by getting experience from either doing A, precision moves, or B, aggression moves. Now, the precision moves, they're pretty much kind of like doing good drifts, doing a clean lap, and overtaking opponents, while aggression focuses on sideswiping your opponent and knocking them off the track, and things of that nature. The other cool feature about this driver profile is that you can scroll through each individual level and see the required points needed to reach that level, and then see what you unlock once you, well, hit that number. As you can see underneath it, you get unlocked vinyl packages, earn 1 million in sponsorships. It's pretty much a good system in order to keep the game fairly balanced so that you don't get certain cars, way too early or way too late. And you can also keep up with the competition on their stats as well. Now, under My Cars, it's pretty simple. You have, your car. Right now you're looking at a very nice Lamborghini that I like to call my baby. Orange and black, Halloween style. And as you can see, it has top speed, acceleration, pretty much basic stats. Then you can go to the car lot. It's based between Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4. And it continues to do so until you get to drift cars, and then, once again, to all cars. Now, the cars are broken in alphabetical order by manufacturer, which is pretty good when you know what you're looking for. I mean, we got Fords, we got all sorts of stuff going on here that's good for the game. Then, you got visuals. And visuals, once again, are also pretty straightforward. You got paint, rims, and vinyls. Now, let's go back to paint for a minute. It pretty much just starts off as a simple color grid that you can find probably on the internet somewhere. And you pretty much just click where you want, and bada boom bada bing, your color is there, presto. Now I know this doesn't really match, but I'm just going to leave it as that for the sake of the review. As for rims, you can scroll through the rims, scroll through rim types, and press the Y button to change the size of the said rim. In vinyls, well, you can either use one of the vinyls you make yourself, or use one of the varied presets that they have waiting for you along the way. Now, let's move on to, well, upgrades. Upgrades are pretty straightforward in every Need for Speed game, but here, as you can see, you can buy Stage 3, just performance, nitrous, whatever you need, torque. Then you have your aerodynamics, such as how your spoiler is, front end, back end, backdraft, all that good stuff. Then we have other upgrades that are pretty much miscellaneous, like race parts, which allow you to go into race part specific events. And for our more advanced users, we have performance tuning. Now, performance tuning is pretty much, you want to change your shift points, you want to do advanced things, how do you want your car to handle, what do you want it to do in drift events, yada yada yada, etc, etc. Very advanced stuff. So pretty much, if you don't know what a car does in real life, would not suggest using the advanced tuning methods. Now, as for career mode, it's broken into different types of races, such as Race Coalition, which is pretty much any race, Time Attack, Car Battle, which is 2 cars from 2 different makers testing each other out, head-to-head battle, one-on-one. Then we have mixed races, which are pretty much any car within this tier can race in this, no restrictions. Then we have drifting, which is pretty much straightforward. Then we have country-specific events, like such as tracks only available in the USA, and only available in Japan, and tracks that are only available on the European circuit. And there are 5 tiers, so there are plenty of interesting races that you will come across. Now, as for races, to get them, you have to pretty much do simple tasks within other races to get stars. And with enough stars, you can get rid of that keypad, throw it out the window, and you can move on to the next part of the game. Now, the racing part of the game is pretty interesting. Has some pretty semi-realistic physics. I mean, you know, when you hit the car, it's not going to go completely crazy and freak out like it would in the real world. But when you have a car that's good at drifting, may not be the best type of car to do races with, as you can probably see here. Now, as you can see here, the graphics are pretty much spot on, nothing to really have a gripe with. Pretty much on par with any racing game that I've seen thus far on the 360 or PS3. As you can see, the hood is gone, you know, good damage control. I like how the physics are of the cars. Another feature that I like that they added is that when you hit a wall, that nice blur effect of you actually hitting and absorbing the impact, which is also a nice effect that gives somewhat realism to the game. And speaking of realism, I do like how each car sounds exactly how the car would sound in real life had it been driving past you on the highway. Now, to sum up this game, I have to say, if you're an avid racing fan or even just a racing novice, Need for Speed Shift is definitely one of those games you're going to want to have on your shelf. Why? Because it's a great game you can sit down with, play with the family, or play alone. Even go online, have a blast. Now, if you're a really picky type person who's really extreme about his racing games, well, you may just want to wait for Forza 3 or the next Project Gotham to come out. But if you're just kind of looking for a good casual racing game, once again, get Need for Speed Shift. Personally, I have to say, I give Need for Speed Shift an 8.5 out of 10. And Need for Speed, hope you keep making games like this. Definitely going in the right direction. This is WersD, and this is the end of my Need for Speed Shift review. Good night, and have an even better tomorrow.